Hey everyone, it's Mindy from the OG Sports Network coming to you live with Mr. Dave from EPA Sports. We will go over some college basketball, perhaps a little bit of NBA there if we can twist his arm and give the info up. But had a great day yesterday on the show and, of course, on the site. So let's go ahead and take a look. There it is. You can see Dave over there. He was at 14-9 plus 294. That was awesome. And of course, we know that Dave, he goes ahead and leads all of, OG sports out there in the NBA for totals and in college basketball. So we're always excited to have Dave here. Should we bring him in? Dave, where are you? I see you.
Welcome to your daily due diligence, folks.
Right.
It was good in the hot sheets yesterday. If you're new to this show, folks, what I do is I model game outcomes. I'm not really a handicapper. I model expected outcomes of the games. That's why I call it EPA, expected point averaging. And everything was really good yesterday. We got hundreds of handicappers that buy the hot sheet. They get the hot sheet every day.
Right.
And it was, man, my phone was blowing up with happy people. I think the hot sheet, men's college basketball, if you tailed every side projected yesterday, I think you were 21-8. If you tailed every total, you were 2 games under 500. So it wasn't all, unicorn farts and fairy roses. The NBA though was plus money on all totals. It was plus money on all sides. And actually the best handicapper in hockey that uses the hot sheets, he went 8-1-1 in hockey yesterday. He was all kind. I got a text while San Jose State game was in motion, and he's like, I need this one, 8-1-1, baby, So it was for folks, it was that are using the hot sheets for their due diligence, which is, it's a lot of do-it-yourself bettors and handicappers that use the hot sheets for their own edges. Heck, you use them yourself, Mindy. So
that's right. I'll bring it up here.
But it was a great day for hot sheets, and hopefully we'll be able to continue it. Today we've had a lot of good information, I think, in the shows, and the feedback we've been getting has been really nice from everybody viewing the videos.
Yeah, and so it's up there on the screen right now, patreon.com, EPA Sports. So you get leans, side and total on every single game in college basketball, in the NBA, and in the NHL right now for your due diligence. So again, it's what?
Oh, just saying, those NHL handicappers and do-it-yourselfers, man. You just I can't figure it out, right? I mean, I have the model, and I mean it breaks it all down, and it all makes sense. But I just haven't had the time, like a lot of other people that follow hockey.
Found that you're more hoops, right? I mean, that's your deal.
I don't have time to follow all of it though, and I think with hockey. With all the players, you got multiple goalies. I think you really need to follow hockey to be successful at it. I think you need to follow a sport to be successful on sides, NBA and men's basketball. I think modeling, we can get away with totals a lot easier. So, but hockey is, I always shake my head because it's perplexing for me because I don't have time to just sink my teeth into betting hockey.
Yeah, so it's nice if you have your own model and then you can compare it. And like we've always discussed, it doesn't, it's something that takes you off of more losers, right? That's what we're doing is you're taking your model, seeing where this compares, and then reducing that from your plays of the day. But yeah, this is where you can get every single one. If you want Dave's variances, Dave's brain on paper, you can go over to ogcappers.com and get his month-long pass. By far the best value, Dave. I mean, you have a $99 package out there. You use the promo code OG20, you get 20% off. That's $79. I know that you put out more than 10 plays a day. I mean, so these plays are coming in, less than $1. And so I think it's great that you make it affordable for the folks because not everyone's out there being a dime better, right? There's lots of folks that follow us that bet, 10, 20 bucks a game, basically. So we want to make it affordable for those folks and have the same great information for all people out there watching. So we got our top 5 thrill factor. Are you ready for KenPom?
Thrill factor. Oh, one of these games on paper, I am thrilled for though. I mean, it is. Oh, number 9, home scoring efficiency. Number 15, road scoring efficiency.
Well, don't give it away yet.
I'm not going to. I'm just saying this is a delicious medium rare basketball game.
All right. Well,
what's number 5? I know that game is at number 5. So what's number 5 today, Mindy?
That's a game? Or are you saying you're not sure if it is?
What's number 5? What's number 5?
It's South Carolina versus Texas A&M at home. We know Texas A&M has not been as good of a shooting team as they have been in the past. They're bottom 5 in field goal percentage. I mean, pretty terrible. South Carolina hasn't been terrible, 6-3 on the road, but you still have Texas A&M as decent favorites here, -5.5, total 134.5.
No, it's -5.5. See, it was at -5 when I was punching in the modeling this morning. So that moved. You're right. Texas A&M as a shooting team at home, they are just crap. They are 300th home scoring efficiency.
Did you say 300?
300. 3-0.
Yeah, see, that's not a Texas A&M team we're used to seeing. What happened?
It is. They are really bad at home. Defensively, middle of the road, 182nd. Okay. And South Carolina, those coming in 99th on the road and 163rd in road scoring efficiency defense. South Carolina has A&M covered in both of these. Now, the model, right? This is one of those where I just go, okay, South Carolina is much better on offense than A&M's home defense. South Carolina is much better on road defense than A&M's home offense. But the model is still 72.7, 67.6 A&M, which is 5.14. It's sitting right on the line. There's no value here whatsoever. Now, when I'm looking at these numbers, I got to figure there's value in South Carolina catching 5.5 right now. But by the model, we're 5.14 versus 5 and 5.5. There's really nothing there. As for the total, I'm at 140.3, and I think the total right now is, what did you say, 134?
134.5. Yep.
134.5. So that bumped up too. Okay. So I like seeing it move toward the model. Sure. The model is nearly 6 points above it. But again, we're betting over on a team that is 300th in home offensive scoring efficiency. That sucks, right? So it doesn't. So when I'm looking at this, I'm not betting it, right? I'm not posting that pick on OG Cappers because I don't like betting an over with such a bad offense at home. But the model, from a model standpoint, the strongest bet here is over 134.5 on this game. As for a lean, there's no money line here because the juice is too big. Right. I do not want to be betting A&M with that juice having a worse offense and a worse defense. I don't think that is a good decision. But on the flip side, taking South Carolina plus 5.5. If I had to, I'm taking South Carolina plus 5.5. Got the better offense. They got the better defense. And in the model, it's a tiny lean towards South Carolina covering that.
All right. Then we're going to go back to Mindy Country in the Big Ten. We got Northwestern versus Maryland. These two teams have kind of been just blah. Mediocre, at best, kind of all season. So coming in number 4 as the thrill factor. Hey, I don't make up the lines here. I don't do it. Right. But, it's what the people want, Dave. That's what we cover, what the people want.
It's what they want. Well, the blah. I mean, the numbers agree with you on the blah. I mean, Maryland at home, 210th in offensive scoring efficiency, but 88 in defensive scoring efficiency. So we're leaning defense for Maryland. Now, on the flip side, you got Northwestern, 182nd road offense, but 276th road defense. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's kind of a fugly game, right?
Right.
Nothing's really
When
matching
I
up
looked
here.
it over, that's kind of how I saw it, right?
Yeah,
Nothing's really jumping out
we
at
don't
you.
have we don't have an offensive lean. We don't have a defensive lean. We don't have a better team. I know that Maryland's favored in this one, and I have Maryland by 6.92. I'm at 72 to basically 66. So I have Maryland winning and covering in this game, but a lot of that is because of the free throw line. Okay, Maryland in this game. This is what's amazing is I have Maryland by 6.92, but I have them from the free throw line by 6.4.
Oh, wow.
Northwestern
Okay.
is better from three. They're even from two. This is a home cooking game in terms of the numbers, right? So Maryland is expected to win this game from the free throw line. So I don't like anything about this one, except we're at 128.5 on the total.
And you're at
That is
138?
138.
Is that 72 plus 66? I mean, I'm not good at math.
No, I'm saying what's the line on the board?
Oh, 128 and a half. Yes.
Boom. Right? And I'm at 139.02. That
Right.
is a massive variance. Getting to the point of that's too much. That's scary. But it's under 130, and the model is nearly 140. That is a huge variance there. I know the numbers don't match up in terms of both offenses being better than both defenses, but that is such a strong variance. That is a pick that I placed in OG Cappers already over, and this is my only college over in this group today, over 128.5.
Awesome. Okay. Perhaps this is the game you were talking about earlier. Maybe not. Maybe not. Alabama versus Ole Miss. Again, we talked. This wasn't it. Yeah, I know. Because we talked about Alabama having that leaky defense, right? And then Mississippi, they are 0-6 versus ranked teams. So we still have Alabama here as favorites, minus 5.5. Still a little bit of a high total.
Upset alert! Here it comes.
Upset
Alabama's
alert.
going to go down again on the road. Do you remember last week we were talking about how shitty Alabama was on defense? They were 352nd in road scoring efficiency defense heading into that Kentucky game. And what did Kentucky do, Mindy?
Put up a shit ton of points.
One double bagel, 109 points in Lexington. Holy crap. Guess what? Alabama's not 352nd anymore in road scoring efficiency defense. They are 360th. Oh my God.
How many teams are there in all of the NCAA?
Like 365. I mean, we're literally, this is a easily bottom 10 scoring efficiency defense in all of college basketball. Now, you and I were talking about this off the air. I am fascinated. One of the models that I'm going to use for the tournaments coming up is I'm going to go road scoring efficiency offense versus road scoring efficiency defense. I'm going to throw out everybody's home games, and I am just going to go road performance versus road performance. Right now, Alabama, look, their offense, it's top 15. It's number 10 in offensive scoring efficiency on the road.
Crazy that it's so different.
But what do they always say? Defense travels, right? Defense travels. And so I think Alabama is walking down the road of being beat early in the SEC
elimination
and being beat early in the NCAA tournament. So now in this game, Ole Miss is a 6-point dog at home.
Correct.
And I got Ole Miss by 6.07 at home.
So that's a 12-point variance there.
Oh my gosh, it's a huge variance. So, but the best unit on the floor still Alabama's offense, worst unit Alabama's defense. So Ole Miss is pretty steady, 174th on offense at home, 147th in defense at home. So Ole Miss is the balanced team here. I think this is a really fascinating game, but I got 83-77. Ole Miss with the upset at home over Alabama. Now that total is at 160, and I think the line right now is 166.5.
Correct.
Oh, you know something with that Alabama offense and that Alabama defense? I got nothing here. I mean, I lean
Yeah, it's hard
under.
because I think that's where we were at before, right? When we talked about
Yeah,
with Kentucky,
I
and
lean
we thought it
under.
might go under, and it went way
Yeah,
over. Way
well, and we talked about it with Kentucky. We had two top 20 offenses last week, two bottom 200 defenses last week. So we said, hey, even though the model, remember, it's averaging, so it compresses things more in extreme situations. And with this, with Alabama, we have an extreme situation: elite offense, anti-elite defense, right? So we have this huge goalposts. And so when you're averaging things, it compresses things when it shouldn't be. So I'm off this total. I don't have any bet here. I do lean under because of the model and the variance. I think if I had to pick something here, I think my best bet is going to be Ole Miss +6 on this, but I'm hashtagging upset alert in this in Austin today.
right. I love it. I love it. And then Big East country here today. St. John's versus Butler. Butler is the favorite here at home by a bucket. Total is 152.5. Now, St. John's hasn't been great on the road, 2-5, but just beat my Creighton team. Butler, on the other hand, is gone 0-4, but they've played the likes of, the UConns, the Villanovas, and the Creightons that they lost to. So this is a different kind of matchup here. So I'm intrigued to see what the numbers look like.
It is. The numbers are extremely balanced here. Check this out. Okay. So look at our matchup. Butler home scoring efficiency offense 179. St. John's road scoring efficiency defense 187. That's a wash,
Close.
right?
Yeah.
Butler home scoring efficiency 148. St. John's road scoring efficiency on offense 183. This is a very, very balanced game. From 3-point land, I got both teams at 24, rounded up at 24. I got St. John's 40, Butler 39 from inside the three. And at the free throw line, it's 10-16. We got a huge free throw disparity here. So again, the whole model on this leans Butler winning from the free throw line by 4. I have Butler by 5.27. So I think the best bet in this one is Butler money line. Let's take out that point. It's probably looking at -125, -120. That is a good lean in my opinion. Now, the total on this though is 163, and we don't have an extreme defense.
153, right?
Oops, is it 153?
Oh, well, I have 152.5. So I was guessing you had 153. Again, I have these right here sitting here.
I typed it in wrong. I'm sorry. I
Okay.
typed it in wrong into my system. I had it at 163,
Okay.
and my model's at 152.03.
Okay.
So, okay, we don't have a total bet on that one. All bets off there. So
Darn
we
it.
are looking. So we're just going to go Butler with the straight money line to win at home tonight. Good
Okay,
basketball game though on paper. Good
Oh,
basketball.
yeah. I guess so, right? I mean,
Yeah.
evenly matched everywhere around. Okay, this must be the game that you were talking about earlier that you're excited for. The
Yes. This is.
Auburn
I'm looking at this.
Tigers
This is
versus
jack.
the
This is jacking me up, man. 15th on the road offensive scoring efficiency, 34th in defense. Man,
for who?
The
Auburn?
Auburn Tigers are going to be a tough out in the tournaments. But Tennessee, ninth in home scoring efficiency defense, badass, and 101st in home scoring efficiency offense. But what do we got here? We got two better defenses that are better than both offenses. We got a total that's at 151.5. It's over the 150 line. And my projection, I'm at 146.69. That's my best bet in this game. I like being under. We got two elite defenses. Now, both offenses are really good, but we got two elite defenses here. So I'm really looking forward to that side of it. Now, I do have Tennessee. I got Tennessee 75.7 to 69.9. I got Tennessee winning and well, I don't know if they're covering in this game. What's the line right now?
6.5. It's real close.
Right. And I'm at 5.91. we got nothing there. We got nothing there. So I think the line is right on the projection. To me, the best bet in this one is under 151.5 tonight in Knoxville.
Yeah, I mean, the experts out there, word on the street is that it's going to come down to free throw shooting in this one. That's for sure.
Now maybe free throw shooting opportunity because it's the freaking SEC. Oh, and guess what? I have the home team in the SEC winning the free throws by 3.9 points,
There
which
you
isn't a
go.
big. That's not a big SEC disparity, but again, home cooking with these officials. We see it all the time across college basketball. Free throw opportunities are dominated by the home team almost universally across a lot of conferences, especially the ACC, the Big 12, the SEC. So I do like Tennessee to win this game, but my favorite bet on this one is under 151.5 right now.
Awesome. And so then you did really, really well yesterday when it came to the NBA, your theory on who and where to go on back-to-back games, right?
Dude,
Um,
the devil that is back-to-back games. Okay,
yeah,
folks,
so you have to tell us about it.
we've been talking about this for a few shows. Shh, don't tell anybody. No, it's no surprise how much back-to-back games affect the NBA. Yesterday, if you blindly bet all three unders and you took the team on the back-to-back to not cover, you went 5-1. The only
Right.
the only game that won and covered was Miami by 10 at Portland, and they were down 14 early. I think I looked at that scoreboard and it was like 28-14 in the first quarter of that game. So Miami came out slow, but it still ended up under. Now today there are four teams on back to backs. We got Dallas on a back to back. They're on the road. We got Cleveland at Chicago. Both of those teams are on a back to back. So I don't know how to deal with that one in particular. And then there was one more, the
Pelicans, right?
Pelicans on a back to back at Indianapolis. So that game models under. That's my favorite under for the day. We got New
Okay.
Orleans Pelicans at the Indiana Pacers. The total on that is 239. Indiana has not been playing as good offensive basketball coming out of the All-Star break, and the Pelicans are just flat out bad. And the Pelicans are on the road back to back. So my model in this, I got 216 and 211 with a
Ooh,
239 on the total. So I like, not only do I like the numbers I'm betting the under, one of these teams is on a road back to back. I think that is going to drive it down as well. So my best bet, you know how I hate those things, but my favorite,
right.
my favorite lean, if you said, Dave, give me your favorite NBA lean, I'm going under Indianapolis Pelicans 239 tonight. Now, as for my favorite NBA side for the show, I really like that Toronto +5 because you have Dallas on a back to back, right? Dallas just lost last night by 2. All right. So that's what scares me. Dallas needs a W here, really, really bad. And Toronto, though, is catching 5 at home. And the model has Toronto winning in the 3-game model and the 4-game model. So I really like that one. So if you're on Toronto +5, boom, I really agree with that. Not only does the model agree with it, you got Dallas on a back to back. But the other one I really like too is Memphis is traveling to Minnesota. It's -12. I know, big ass line. But the model, one model is at -12.81. The other one is at -21.5.
That's huge.
The 4-game model. So Memphis over their last 4 games has been dog shit. Dog shit. 21.5 points. Oh my God, that is a massive, massive spread for my EPA. So you get the double dose.
Okay.
Toronto +5 at home, Minnesota -12 at home. Those are my 2 favorite bets in the NBA today.
Yay, I love it. It sounds like it's a dog kind of day, folks. It is. But you
Um,
guys,
I, I
hey,
just I just want my upset alert. I want to see Ole Miss beat Alabama at home. Wouldn't it be great to see have Alabama give up another 100 points on the road? I mean, you
that would
know,
be great.
right? It's going to be like 101-98 or some god awful thing like that.
Dave, well, hey, thanks. I appreciate your time again. You guys, make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, click on the bell to get the latest notifications. Make sure you go ahead and, give us your comments. We take a look at them when they come in. Let us know who you guys are on as well. And then you can check out Dave at EPA Sports, patreon.com. And you can also get over to OG Cappers, use a promo code OG20 to save you 20%. But we will be back tomorrow with some more excellent college and NBA basketball plays. My dog's attacking me. All right, guys. Bye-bye.